Good afternoon. That breaking news, a possible active shooter report in Rochester today led multiple law enforcement agencies to a scene on Scottsville Road.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office reported a possible active shooter situation at that time. People were asked to avoid Scottsville Road between 390 and Paul Road while sheriff's deputies investigated the scene.
Amel Elhel and Alex Love have team coverage on this tonight for us. Monroe County Sheriff's Office, the Rochester Police Department, New York State Police, and the FBI all responding to the scene today. We find Amel Elhel live where the scene was on Scottsville Road. Amel?
That's right, John. Katrina, the road is back open as of now, and police tell us this did not end up being a case of an active shooter. No shots were fired, and no one has been injured. As you can see behind me, police responded to this building at 1200 Scottsville Road, as well as another building down the road at 1300 Scottsville Road. That building belongs to RG&E. Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter said this was not a circumstance of swatting, which is when someone falsely reports emergencies to cause a response from first responders. Instead, the sheriff said the threat originated from messages between RG&E employees after a colleague was let go and rumors escalated. Officers saying today's incident was an example of see something, say something. And with a mass shooting taking place in Buffalo just under a week ago, tensions are high for the community and for law enforcement.
It's not a swatting call. It was information. It's like that phone tree that we all played in college, right? Where one person says it, another person says it, the story gets exasperated a little, and out of an abundance of caution and the fact that an employee had been let go earlier, it simply turned into you might have a SWAT or you might have an active shooter on Scottsville Road. When I heard the first click on the mic and the deputy says active shooter 1200 Scottsville Road, you're thinking the worst, and you should. Let's plan and train for the worst.
Again, this was a false alarm. There was no active shooter, but the sheriff did say that he was proud of the prompt response and that no one was injured. For now, we're live in Rochester. Amel Elhel, News 8.
Amel, thank you. The RG&E employee that the investigation was caused by was not on the property today. Sheriff Baxter says an in-depth interview process is taking place. Scottsville Road remained closed for over 2 hours because of this investigation. We continue our team coverage with Alex Love, who spoke to business owners and people in the area about what impact this had on their day. Alex?
Absolutely, John. Multiple agencies responded to this, so a lot of people recalled seeing dozens of Monroe County deputy and police cars flooding the street. It did turn out to be a big inconvenience, but people were grateful at the end. It did not turn out to be serious. Now, this stretch of Scottsville Road is right next to the airport, so there's a lot of industrial parks as well as warehouses and mechanic shops up and down the road, and they were trapped within the scene, unsure what was going on. They received notifications on their phones and calls about an active shooter situation, adding they must shelter in place. One mechanic shop owner we spoke to explained how he had to lock down his entire building for over an hour. Another woman we spoke to was cut off outside the scene and unable to go pick up a car she was trying to buy. Both of them still had the Buffalo mass shooting hot on their minds and were concerned that the next one was unfolding right here in their community.
My mind as far as, you know, what the situation could be. You think it's, you know, someone with some sort of short-range handgun or something, but even in Buffalo, a high-powered weapon was used, and the same thing went through my mind as I'm closing the doors. Like, could they penetrate the doors? Do I have to hide behind a counter? How safe am I even in my own building?
I'm absolutely happy that there was no active shooter and that no one got hurt. It was kind of scary, you know, but I felt safe here because the police are right there.
Even though this all went down right next to the Frederick Douglass International Airport, a spokesperson for the airport said they had no flight delays because of this or any lockdowns on their end, but they did monitor the situation closely. Live in Rochester, Alex Love, News 8.
All right, Alex, thank you. We will have more on this story tonight in our broadcasts at 5, 5:30, and 6 p.m.